Let's face it, there have been times when you get your photo taken and you look back at the picture and you don't even recognize yourself. Now that I'm a photographer, specifically a portrait photographer, it's been interesting to experience both sides of the coin, being behind the lens and also in front of the lens. So with my time with photography and being a human being, here are some foundational tips that you can take with you to always look great in a photo. Okay, the #1 tip is to find your light source. Now, photographers know this. Lighting is everything in photography. Sunlight is generally considered to be the best light, which is great because it's free and super accessible. You want to have that light casting on your skin in a nice, even way. That's why photographers consider golden hour to be one of the best times to take photos. If it's like a really sunny day and it's noon, that sun's going to be directly above you and it will cast down on your skin in a weird way. It'll create some shadows on your under your eyes and on your cheeks. So again, it's best when the sun is just above the horizon, so it's kind of straight ahead of you, and that will create a really nice even tone on your skin. If you're using an artificial light source, same idea applies. You want to keep it kind of straight ahead of you, maybe slightly above, so it kind of casts down really nicely. I actually have a light right here on my camera, and you'll see the difference this makes my skin look as it goes around my face. So generally, you want to keep it kind of right ahead of you, a little bit up and downward toward you is the best light for your skin. All right, you got your lighting down. The second thing you want to consider is your posture. In yoga, they say to imagine a string is being pulled from the top of your head, and that is just to fix your posture. It lengthens your spine, roll your shoulders back, and that'll take care of 85% of your posture and how you'll look in a photo. So keeping that in mind, you want to avoid crunching in your limbs and just making yourself small. We already took advice from yoga, so now we're gonna take some advice from dance. In dance, they always say take up your space. Same idea with posing and taking a photo. Open up your arms, gently place them around your body. You can fold your arms, but again, just be sure to roll your shoulders back, consider your posture, and just make sure that you continue to feel light and fluid. If you're doing more of a full body shot, you can put your feet shoulder width apart, you can cross them. Generally, the idea is to take up as much space as you can. It's there for you to use. And the more that you do this, the more confident that you'll appear. Okay, next, mewing. This has been blowing up all over TikTok, but photographers have been using this for years and years. Basically, this is the idea of pressing up your tongue against the roof of your mouth to create a stronger jawline. I definitely do not have a prominent jawline whatsoever, but this tip has helped me carve it out just a little bit in photos. And I've seen people say that they have trouble with this or they don't really get how to do it. So just imagine you're just drinking water, swallowing some water, and pause when it feels like your tongue is at the highest point in that motion. And if you're using this technique while you're taking a photo, make sure to breathe. Do not risk your life for a photo, okay? I've just also seen some people say they can't breathe when they do it, but don't suffocate yourself. It is possible to just breathe while you're doing it, just kind of relax your tongue just a touch. But yeah, that's how to mew. If you still don't get how to mew or you want to take it a step further, here's another trick. Move your nose closer to the camera lens. So for example, say I'm taking a selfie, here's the camera, right? You're gonna move your nose closer to the camera. It'll look weird from the side because it's you're doing a chicken dance or something. But again, this will just help create a little bit more of a lift in this area. From this angle, I feel I naturally have a slight double chin going on. Here's the camera, just move your nose a little bit closer to the camera and it'll just snatch you up a little bit. Okay, so now what are you gonna do with your face? I think acting like someone called your name is a really great face to make when you get your photo taken. So say you're over here, drinking your coffee and someone calls your name.
Yeah. Oh, me? Who?
The idea is to look slightly surprised, but have a really delicate look to your face. And we can even break it down with each facial feature. So eyes, you wanna make sure you're interacting with the camera. Again, act like someone is behind the lens, someone called your name, they're talking to you. So you can give a engaged, curious look to the lens. With that, you can slightly raise your eyebrows, nothing too crazy. You don't wanna look surprised. When you're talking to someone, it's a really pleasant conversation, your eyebrows naturally raise a little bit. So taking that idea, you wanna just slightly raise your eyebrows. Lips, you can do a slight smile, or you can just do a slight parted lip, which is what I use a lot in my photography. Make sure your jaw isn't clenched and it's nice and relaxed. If you wear makeup, I was thinking about this when I was applying my mascara. You know that mascara face that we all do? It's it's like that. But it's we're focusing on applying the mascara on our lashes and we slightly raise our eyebrow. It's like that. That's the face you want. So again, slightly raised eyebrows, look into the camera, interact with the camera, and just keep this area very soft and light. Okay, lastly, for some really amazing photos of yourself, you want to incorporate movement into your photos. This really pulls the viewer into the scene. You can use your clothes, use your hair, run your hands through your hair, or an easy way is just to kind of like rock back and forth. This will create a lot of movement throughout your body and is a great way to capture your moment. So far I've given you some foundational tips that you can take with you every time you're getting your photo taken or you're taking photos of yourself. But if you're looking for specific poses that you can take with you and keep with you in the back of your mind, I highly recommend this video, as I'll show you my favorite go-to poses that I use all the time during my photo shoots, and they're inspired by fashion and editorial photography. These are great photos. I use them all the time when I'm working with models or clients, or even when I'm taking self-portraits, but they're really easy enough for anybody to use. Thank you so much for being here and taking the time to watch this video, but I'll see you in the next one.